Where is it? Pull ahead, pull ahead. Oh, this is not good. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to Buoyancy, episode 4. Ooh, somebody became shark bait. Oh, Chung. We don't have the resources for this, it says. We're a little short on driftwood and metal. We need lots and lots of metal. So let's see. Well, there is a driftwood pile up here. That's a small amount of driftwood. A large driftwood pile. Let's head over this way. We have plenty of rowers. And we're slowly starting to... Well, we're starting to hit the cap of what there really is in the game to play. So what we're going to start doing... Oh, survivors, drifting resource, trash... So what we're going to start doing is we're going to get to a point where we're going to wrap this episode up, but before we do that, there's a couple other things we need to do. First of all, I would like to 100% successfully repel a massive pirate invasion, so that's why we're plussing up on the guard houses, and the ranger barracks, and more towers. But then also, we're going to maybe do some shady stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Happiness is really high. I'm not sure if people will start becoming unhappy if we become the villains of this story or not. Village is backlogged with jobs. I don't know how. There's 16 idle people just sitting around not doing anything. I mean, it seems like if we're really backlogged on jobs, some of those people could get to work. There we go. That'll enable us to get some driftwood. And then there's another driftwood pile. And even another one after that. But we're just swimming in grains and flour at this point, to be honest. But the bakery is waiting for resources. Oh, there's that backlog. Needs driftwood for the fire. Whoops. We actually need a lot of driftwood. Our scavengers just aren't bringing it in fast enough. So let's go ahead and build maybe another scavenger here. It sort of makes sense, although it's going to take driftwood to build that, and we don't really have any. So yeah, we need a lot of driftwood. I'm not overly concerned with it. We still have an abundance of fish and beer for everyone. And we can always make more fishers. In fact, that might not be a bad idea. Let's wait, though. If we can get some heat over here and we can start baking bread, we could get back to having our food problems alleviated. Adam fell to scurvy. Oh, Adam. It's very, very treacherous. So it says we're 38 out of 38 rowers, but yeah, we're still only getting... Oh, no, there's the full movement speed. Everybody had to get to their posts. So look at this. Put your backs into it. Heave-ho. All right. Let's get this driftwood pile. And look at this. The water's changing over here. For reasons unknown. Boy, this... I feel like this would just smell. This kind of life. Oh, the village is backlogged. People are going to start getting hungry here pretty soon. But with 55 idle people... Oh, or transporting. Okay. We just need as much driftwood as we can get. Oh, and we're baking bread again, so that's always a good thing. And we need the driftwood for boiling water. Oh. And my belly flopped really, really hard. Oh, people are dying. We're kind of treading the same... Parker fell overboard. And that's just it, huh? If they fall overboard, nobody fishes them out of the water? Wow. Keep to the code. Alright, while that's happening, let's scroll around and... Oh yeah, look at this. Another one. We got a second bakery. We'll be able to do a bunch with that, but that's going to mean we need more driftwood, so perhaps... we should build another scavenger right in here. And then a survivor's raft. We need a lot of wood, and then we're going to have to send up a balloon and find some metal. If we want to be able to defend ourselves when the pirates show back up. Gathered by the scavenger. Well, we're going to have lots of those. Oh, it says it shouldn't be too crowded. I don't think we've given any consideration to that. Efficiency 80%. Deconstruct, please. Deconstruct. Okay, so that's back to 90. That's 80. Let's try it with... Oh, that shows all the icons. I don't want to see those necessarily. I mean, if we use those two over there for gathering from driftwood piles, then we can afford... Oh, not enough driftwood. Well, we can't afford to do anything without the driftwood. And there's more over here. Okay. In the end, I feel like that's really just what it all becomes about. But we're doing a lot of construction all at once, so... This is a pretty large pile. Ooh, we are so running out of food, though. We just don't have enough. We need to keep going. I mean, we could make more fishers. I don't think that's the right answer, though. I think if we just keep the bakers running, we'll be fine. Oh, Caleb was strangled by Martin. Somebody stop him. Can we lock him in the prison? Eat them. Oof. Well, things get dark real quick in the prison. Alright, we're going to gear up for the next driftwood pile right over here. $12 driftwood. I mean, that's probably worth swinging over to. We're sort of a hodgepodge of structures just all thrown together here. we go. We'll rescue them. Thank you. There you go. Fish and bread. We're getting it. Slow and steady. Some more wood over there, and then we'll bring over here. I haven't seen anything in the way of... Oh, there we go. Hush my mouth. There's a destroyed ship. We'll get lots of scrap metal from that. Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully most of our construction jobs aren't going to request any more driftwood and we can begin to stockpile it. Because we're actually going to need a little bit of a stockpile if we're going to start, you know, boiling our water and baking our bread and all of that goodness. Although I'm deeply starting to wonder if one evaporator is going to end up being enough. The population continues to grow. What have we got up here? Oh, okay, so then that's the plan, right? We're going to hit these two bunches of driftwood, we'll harvest up this ship, and then there's a school of fish around this destroyed ship. That's going to be good. Hunger is slowly on the rise. People can eat seaweed, I guess. Well, I imagine eating seaweed on this ship would get, and I call it a ship very loosely, mind you. I imagine eating seaweed would get really old really fast, if I had to guess. So since we have so many idle people, let's put them to work, right? With this scavenger over here. That'll be at 100%, which I like. And then I think we'll kind of do the same thing over here. At 100%, very good. Come on. Not enough resources. Because all the wood's being used. That's fine. Okay, maybe that's good enough for now. Alright, let's head this way. I don't think they're going to construct. They're not going to build while we're rowing. Maybe they will. Look at them running around with their oars. Everybody go! That deep diver. How come they fall overboard while we're moving and everything's fine? Not sure of that. I'm noticing we're constantly low on water. I think we are going to need another evaporator. Let's plan ahead. It's a fire starter, so let's keep it away from everything flammable. Underwater peak and a school of fish. Okay. We don't really need the dirt, though. But we do need this metal. Brooklyn tried to impress others by juggling knives. It didn't end well. Oh my. I mean, I guess you have to find a way to entertain yourself as best as you can. Dark clouds on the horizon. Nope. Where's the storm coming from? I don't see it. Let's get these engines up and running here. So we got a little bit of a heads up from the storm. They didn't give me any indication as to where on the horizon it was. Bad form. Alright, well, at least we're getting all kinds of metal now. I don't really want to use up our fuel, though, until I know where the storm is coming from. I'm tempted to sit here for a moment. Just for a moment. Let's let things drift our way. Boy, people are dying constantly. Oof. Wait a minute. We have 2 evaporators. Deconstruct, please. If we just keep them running, it should be fine, right? Maybe? We're starting to stockpile on the bread, not so much on the fish. We'll build the fisher here. That's still 100%. If we put a limit on fuel? No, there's no limit on fuel. It should just keep processing. It's 100 out of 100 out of 100. Layla got a really bad splinter. I mean, it hurt a lot. Alright, let's pause one of our engines for now. And we'll just try to get going over here where we want to be. I don't think we're going to be able to fit between these trade posts. These Buoy, McBuoy Face, and Moray's Respite. We're going to have to cut around. We still have a good bit of fuel, so we're going to keep using it for now. Actually, no. Let's pause it. I can't justify keeping the engine running. Oh, but it looks like once you get momentum, you can just keep it moving with the rowers. I mean, 40 rowers, that's a lot of rowers. New villagers born up to 122. Oh my goodness. Well, we need this ship pretty bad, so... We got a fisher and a scavenger over on this side. We can kind of park it up next to this, and I think that's what we'll do. Pull both out of there at the same time. And I never thought after all that driftwood we hit, we would still need more, but we do. Let's just take a peek around, search our environs. Peyton died of old age. I suppose that's a really good way to die in Waterworld here. Not too shabby to make it to old age. Seaweed is dwindling. Big time. We might start to run into some food problems here if we're not careful. Maybe what we really need is yet another fisher. Let's put one back here, just because. And then maybe Another scavenger. No, what we need is... We don't have the driftwood to support that. Maybe we need to trade. Perhaps we'll have to go see McBooeyface. Or perhaps what we need to do is search for another village. Nope, there's the storm. Where is it? Pull ahead, pull ahead. Oh, this is not good. It's gonna hit us. Oh, it's running right over us. Run. Run. I suppose... Oh, that water tower. Worth its weight in gold. Look at that. Wow. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, somebody does need to put that fire out, though. Alright, I think we'll turn these engines off. So what we should do, perhaps... we should have built the, Oh no, did I click it? Whoops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, we don't have the metal, so it doesn't matter what we click. Mercedes drank too much seawater. Oh, Mercedes. Careful, careful. Is that a forager? It is, and a fisher. Okay, good. We'll just float right over top of that. One of our gatherers has low efficiency. Which one might that be? These all seem to be doing okay. Greatly increases birth rates. It's not really telling me... the pop-up tooltip could use a little bit of help. Find distant traders. Results may vary. Any trade boats or pirates in the area? Okay. Ooh, what is this? Work overtime. No, I'm not trying to drain people. We're already... So we're getting the notice again about the gathering building. Right, that's probably the one it means, maybe? I wish it would just highlight... Oh, no, it's this one. 70%. Too many buildings crowding it. Okay, deconstruct it. That's fine. If we want to keep the fishing moving, we just need to give it a little bit of space. And that wood is already spoken for. Boom. Wow. That's going to be tough. Look at the mists over the ocean. And we don't even have enough wood to smelt all the metal. So we haven't been able to build hardly anything. Underwater peak and a kelp forest. You know what we can do? We can totally... totally look for some wood. Because right now we need that more than anything. I mean, I'm tempted to just go nuts building scavengers. I think we should. I think this should be a network of like bridges and scavengers up here. maybe even back here. We have a good bit of coverage over here. Maybe we should branch off of these. Yeah, over here are these engines and such. I think that's a good idea. Let's see where we are redirected to. Once the lucky individual in the balloon hollers back, "Hey, down there! Go this way!" What's going on now? Are we not going to get... Oh, there's just none nearby. Yuck. Alright, so then we'll push ahead. I think we're going to go ahead and burn up some fuel for this. There you go. We'll drive ahead. With 2 engines, we should be... Additional top speed can be reached with motors. I have 2 motors running right now. I guess we are a pretty large flotilla here. Food's filling back up. I like to see that. Some scrap metal. Underwater peak and a school of fish again. How are we doing? Oh, we have guards being trained. Ranger barracks is awaiting, and another guardhouse is awaiting metal. Lots of metal required. But now we have 8 guards leveling up. That's always a good thing. And what if we just do something like... That's right, we're going to add it over here, we said. There we go, like that. And then scavenger. Boom. I love it. Trash pile. I think we're going to go ahead and head there, actually. We just got to get to a new place at this point. We got to push forward, and ooh, school of fish and a destroyed ship. I like that. Let's go there. And keep this thing rolling with those engines running. Yeah, I don't really care about the underwater peak. I suppose you could do more trading, but the trade value of dirt seemed so poor. Like, just so poor. And I kind of understand why it's low. Because they don't want you to just focus on dirt and then trade to get everything. But I feel like that should be a viable option. If that's how you want to do things. I don't see the problem with that. So now we have another scavenger over here running the 100%. Here, what if we just go with like a big platform here? Nope. Not unless we can stockpile some driftwood. But we're using so much of it. Everything appears to be running, though. Ooh, not baking nearly enough bread. Or clean water. Oh, I think the brewery actually, yes, also uses clean water. Of course it does. You can't brew alcohol with seawater. Thanks is, come on. Okay, well, we're coming up on a trade post. So we'll see if maybe they have a a better exchange. Let's do this again. There we go. And another scavenger here. Very, very good. No, we're not going to be able to connect those. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll put a pause on these engines, start conserving our fuel. We're running our gasoline reserves down a little bit. Not too bad, but there's no reason to push it. Everyone adjust course. Can you imagine the coordination it would take to get everybody out with their oars to move this thing in the right direction at the right time? My goodness. It's intimidating just to think about. Alright, while we're gathering, let's survey the outside here. We got metal. More metal. Lots of metal. Well, I think it's safe to say I don't really care about the metal now. We need to melt it. Or, I'm sorry, smelt it. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see what the Laydell trade post has in store for us. Seems like we might need that third evaporator anyways. I'm not super keen on having to build another one of these, but I would feel better if we had a stockpile of water. Yeah. So we're going to have to do that. Wow, population up to 137. It's getting there. It's becoming pretty significant. Oh, wait, I saw something. Oh, it's just a big school of fish. I'm not opposed to that. We just have to keep making the scavengers until our own passive driftwood generation is sufficient. That's what I'm starting to feel like, that we should just go all in on the scavengers. We'll see, maybe we can... Oh, trash pile. That's not the end of the world. I believe the recycler... Oh, produces plastic mostly. Yeah. Oh, stop! I was gonna say, don't crash. Trade. What have you? Oh, you want driftwood. That means you're gonna charge an arm and a leg for it. Oh my gosh. Just for 17. See what I mean? So even if we give them all of our dirt, let's see what that does here. Oh, that might be enough. Well, no, it's not. Gosh, it's barely half. Well, we're not exactly swimming in fish, but we could trade them some. And by some, I mean all. Well, there's a school of fish just over the horizon there, so I think we'll confirm that trade. Look as the driftwood disappears quickly. Goof, and it's gone just like that. How about if we take you guys prisoner? The traders sabotaged their post and evaded capture. Oh. Where did they go? So they literally just sank their buoy in the middle of nowhere and somehow evaded capture. Search the flotilla. Those scoundrels are somewhere on board. I know it. Castaways. It's their fault. They were price gouging out here in the middle of the ocean. It's never good policy. And then we're we're not yet able to send up another balloon. If we put a scavenger here, right? And then maybe something like this. We'll figure it out. Lots and lots of metal. Ooh, but none of it to smelt. Do we want to get more population? I'm concerned. There just aren't enough people doing what they're supposed to do. Or rather, I'm sorry, I said that backwards because I'm looking at three different things. No, what I meant was there's already so many people sitting around idle and food, you know, there's more than enough people. So what we don't have is a demand for more workers. People just leisurely sitting around, even with 42 people rowing the flotilla. I have not seen a driftwood pile in a little bit. Hana fell overboard. Oh. So many issues. Okay, let's assess this. Look at this thing. Like, really? Oh, yeah, look at these people. Please help us. Yeah, I'm taking you guys prisoners. Sorry about your luck. But we've got to put our prison to use. I mean... Wait. Wait. I took people prisoner. Where are they? Are they being escorted? What's going on? Oh, they are. Oh, that's rough. Oh, wow. That is tough living. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if... We'll see. We're gonna take more prisoners, I'm predicting. Stop. Prisoners. There you go. Oh, we're starting to amass a small driftwood stockpile, and that looks like a large chunk of driftwood over there. I don't think that really helps us, but if we do it like this, maybe it will. Hey, there we go. And then I want another scavenger here. I'm trying to smelt that metal. It's getting there. 4 prisoners. Uh-oh, look out. We're becoming one of those cities. We started out all nice and friendly. And now these survivors were like, clap them in irons. Wait, what did we do? Oh, nothing. We can't afford to feed you. Prisoners can eat seaweed. Ooh. Newly reproduced prisoners will be sent to be processed into meat. Well, I mean, we gotta eat. I'm sure that's gonna crush morale. But we're having a difficult time feeding everybody, and we just keep growing in size. So yeah, let's... Newly reproduced prisoners will be processed into meat. Sorry, not sorry. It's a tough world out there. You either You either die the good guy or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's always been the way of things. And this is no different. Yeah, now we're getting a surplus of wood. Oh, one prisoner was born inside the prison. They'll be butchered into delicious meat. Is it delicious, though? Like, is it? And why do we only have 4 prisoners? I thought we had 8. No, okay, we'll change the policy. Prisoners, children will become prisoners themselves. That's just, we have to do that. Yeah, we have to feed our prisoners. I mean, come on. I don't know what the benefit would be to not feeding them unless you were going to turn them into meat, like, immediately right out the gate. But I mean, aside from the barbarism that implies, I don't think that's sustainable. Because that's what we're worried about out here, right? Sustainability. So this mill just can't keep up. So let's build another one. Right here. Leslie got tangled in a fishing net. Oh no. How's the smelter going? Wait a second. Do we even have a smelter? Did something happen to it? Hold the phone. I think we lost our smelter at some point, and I just haven't even noticed it. Okay, well, we absolutely want to fix that. Alright, send the doctors. Wow. People are just dying like crazy. People touching Man-O-War, getting bad splinters, getting strangled. We need to be able to lock up the people that are getting strangled. The storehouse has no more room. That's fine. There's another storehouse over here that has plenty of room. And they're still treating sick villagers, which that's going to be a problem if they don't get that under control. Everybody's going to be sick soon. We're like a floating cesspool here. Alright, it appears like the driftwood problem is pretty much solved. But just to ensure that we stay ahead of the curve of driftwood, I'm going to put another scavenger here. And over here, we're going to put a fisher. There we go. Well, I thought this was going to be the last episode, but I have yet to really push the envelope here, as we've only just now started taking prisoners, and we're not really geared up for a major pirate invasion. Not enough to shoot the signal flare where I feel like we could handle whatever comes at us. So for that, I think we are going to end up with one more. But this is where we're going to wrap up episode 4. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, take care.